we start here on the Facebook page of China Central TV. It's 49 million followers, making it one of the top most followed media pages across all of Facebook. And I'm going to focus on a little piece here, video presentation by a guy named David Firestein, who is the president and CEO of the George H.W. Bush Foundation for U.S.-China Relations, whose founder is Neil Bush, the son of the elder George H.W. Bush and the brother of W. Now, before we go into the video, we shall just note that according to Axios, this past June, this very nonprofit receives a significant amount of its funding directly from the Chinese, just to make it simple, the Chinese government, with the intention of influencing American opinion. So, you know, this is a very interesting story if you want to read it, but this video will help put into context what you get in exchange for a $5 million grant, at least part of it. So just to note, this David Firestein previously led the University of Texas's China Public Policy Center, but he proposed funding from this same group to the center, which was rejected after the university faculty noted the group's Communist Party ties. So then he went over and brought that funding over to the George H.W. Bush Foundation, which is now putting out videos on China State, produced by China State TV, and distributed on Facebook. So let's take a look.
First and foremost, there is a prevalent view in Washington, D.C., and in some other quarters of the United States, that China seeks to supplant the United States as the world's only superpower. I think that is a gross misreading of China's intentions. Secondly, I think there is a perception in the United States that China seeks to actively export its political system and social system to other countries. And I believe that is also a misreading of China's intentions and actions. It is true, I think, that China holds itself up as an example for those countries that might wish to emulate Chinese practices, whether in governance or economic management or other areas. But I don't think that China is going out and actively seeking to convert countries from one system to another or to become more like China. And yet that is a perception that's held in the United States. And third, China's status there is a perception that China's status as a formidable competitor to the United States, which it is, somehow precludes the possibility of any meaningful collaboration. So an indispensable partner to the United States, and I think we can't afford to lose sight of that. I think the Chinese, in many ways, recognize that duality in a way that is harder for the United States to recognize at this point in time.
So, there you have it. Poor China, you know, people here just don't understand. And the Bush Family Foundation is here to help.